Hi, I'm Wanafatini Esati binti Wan Fauzi. So for introduction, I will present about the maslahah. According to Imam Al-Ghazali, maslahah can be divided into three types, which are maslahah that is acknowledged by the Sharia, maslahah that is rejected by the Sharia, and maslahah is the neither recognized or rejected by the Sharia. Maslahah also has the potential to serve as the required foundation for the fulfillment of all human desires, both general and specific. Imam Al-Ghazali also defined maslahah as the consideration which secures a benefit or prevents harm but is in the meantime harmonious with the aim and objective of the Sharia. This objective consists of protecting the five essentials value, which are religion, life, intellect, lineage, and property. So that's all from me. I will pass to my friend.
Based on the ethical principle of maslahah and its application in Islamic banking operation in Malaysia has a three issue. The first issue is about agreement of maslahah on the issue of bainah, get critical regarding to its Sharia status. This happens when majority of the scholars reject bainah because it's claiming as a trick to succumb to the prohibition of riba or interest, but some early jurists allowed this contract. In terms of modern discussion in this contract is not favored by many Islamic bodies. For example, in the International Islamic Fiqh Academy or IIFA have made resolution of mu'adah in a financial contract mentioned that agreement from the contracting party in order to succumb the prohibition of riba. The second issue is about normalizing the takwid rate. As the Al-Quran says, charges borrower because of late installment qualify as a riba. In this issue, if the ongoing Islamic financial activity has annual riba in their activity, it will influence the financial practice that influence Islamic bank as the financial with regard to bringing about extra use. Many bodies permit the execution of late installment charge, however, with the various methodologies. This issue become conflict with the first idea of takwid, which expect to cover the genius mischievous cause of the default of installment. With the various methodology, it has made an issue with normalizing takwid risk. For the last issue is stability ibrah in a financial agreement. Ibrah is an activity by banks to pull out their entitlement to gather the obligation from their borrower. In the present day of Islamic banking, IBRA played a significant job when Islamic banks carry out floating rate averaging on their items. It's become issue when the National Bank gives an exception guideline that Islamic banks should constitute a condition of IBRA and its computation in their financial agreement. At the first SAC 101 gathering, they utilized this approach. However, this goal of the SAC seemed opposition to the goal of the IIFA.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Rokia binti Amanaski and my matric Islamic is 8208-262. Now I'm going to present about the article review that we already have done. So in this slide, I'm going to talk about finding. The first finding emphasized in this article is on maslahah as a source of viability for an Islamic bank. First, maslahah is a method in Islamic law that seeks to reconcile revelation with actual problems, so a balance must be achieved between indiscriminate changes to Islamic customs in the name of human wellness and a mechanically literal application of Islamic teachings without regard for context and implications. Next, their consequences should also be assessed regarding how far they accomplish maslahah in realistic situations. As a result, finding based on Sharia principles can assist Islamic banking institutions in enduring. So, for example, standardization of takwid that rates by Bank Negara Malaysia can provide a better maslahah where they can incur actual losses by considering Islamic banks. Then this maslahah has standardized the rate of takwid so that the sustainability of Islamic financial organization is not jeopardized. So what we can see here is the finding in this research and this article give new knowledge and enable deeper comprehension of Islamic banking institution. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Shira bin Rahman. Okay, let's see finding number 2. Maslahah promote fairness and transparency between Islamic bank and their customer. Okay, number 1. Ibra. Ibra is an action by lender to withdraw their right to collect the debt from their borrowers. Number 2. In fact, today Ibra practice in Islamic is identical to debate over double tajir among ancient thinkers. Why this decision appears to go against the original concept of Ibra, which state that it should be at the discretion of the bank. It protects customer maslahah, especially in the case of early settlement when a customer is obligated to pay the entire selling price even if no deferment has been granted to them to settle their debt. Okay, let's move on to the point number 3. In certain circumstances, the specific maslahah must be overlooked in order to attain the more significant maslahah instead of the basic maslahah of Ibra, which is to exhibit conversion. The maslahah of openness and fairness between contractual parties must be recognized as a priority in this circumstance. Number 4. As a result, Islamic banking stakeholders must intensify their effort to build a better notion of financing for Islamic bank in the long run. For instance, equity-based goods such as musyarakah contract does not use Ibra in their practice. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Nurul Syafiqah binti Mazli. Today I will present about the most relevant issue to Islamic banking and financial system. The relevant issue is about interest rate risk. Of this, liquidity and interest rate risk are typically the most important examiners the relevance of interest rate risk to the Malaysia Islamic banking sector based on the correlation between rates of return of Islam bank and the 3-month interest rate of conventional banks. There is extensive interest rate exposure for the Malaysia Islamic banking sector. As a result, not only were the rates similar across both banking sector, they were also very closely correlated. That's all from me. Next, I will pass to my friends.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Shazza Husna binti Muhammad Siddiq and my matric number is A20A1945. I would like to explain about the relevant issue with Islamic banking and the financial system. The lack of risk financial derivative with some fiqh issues as well as the prohibition on riba in the explanation of gharar imply that many risky hedging instruments rooted in traditional tools. Next, a common risk factor in Islamic banking activities is the incidence of limited stock for connectivity to lender of last resort facilities by central banks. Whereas the absence of Sharia compliance, lender of last resort facilities is linked to interest prohibition and, as a result, discounted cash flow. Then, the other more prevalent feeders is attributable to purely developed financial markets and profit-based government securities that complicates liquidity issues due to asset liquidity mismatches and increases liquidity shock absorbers. And last but not least, the issue of historically, Islamic banks were also required to keep a large portion of their assets in a reserve fund at the central bank or in a correspondent account with conventional banks because the central bank pays little or no interest on these deposits and their revenues suffer significantly. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Anisha Tani binti Zamri and my number matric A20A1250. Next, I will present about recommendation. Based on this article, I can understand that maslahah is a source of Islamic law used to develop Sharia principles in line with human wants and needs from time to time. There are many innovations that take place in Islamic banking transaction. They are decided based on the principle of maslahah. The principle of maslahah is also used because its comprehensive and dynamic nature is able to produce law in accordance with current reality and the requirement of Sharia. This is because there are many new problems that arise and there is no clear picture of them from any evidence of the Al-Quran and As-Sunnah. Next, the application of Maslahah also have been a source of law in the Islamic financial system in Malaysia. This can be seen in structuring Islamic credit card, which today are important for daily business affairs and commercial transaction. Therefore, the implementation of Maslahah is used to maintain the availability of an Islamic bank as well as to ensure fairness and transparency between Islamic bank and customer. That's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, BNM has attempted to take into account the maslahah of both Islamic Bank and their consumers' risk policies. In the instance of Bai Al-Nah, this contract aid in both of the bank liquidity and the fulfillment of people's requirement. In this case of Tawik, standardizing its rate makes it easier to impose the penalty, and it also protects customers from exploitation. Meanwhile, mandating Islamic Bank to include IBRA clause in their financial agreement not only protect consumers in the event of a resettlement, but it also improves Islamic Bank's public image, as the prior practice of IBRA was seen unfair. As a result, it may be argued that the introduction of Maslahah strives to keep Islamic Bank afloat while also ensuring justice and openness between them and their customer. That's all. Thank you.